Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're going to be looking at something, it's a little bit of a heavy topic, but let's get into those sorts of things here. We're
Absolutely.
going to be talking about the link between mental and emotional abuse and the challenges of starting an online business.
Okay.
We found this really fascinating post, actually. It's called Pasted Text.
hmm
And it brought up this idea that really got us thinking,
Yeah.
like how can something so personal impact something that on the surface seems purely driven by ambition?
Right. Yeah, it's an interesting connection for sure.
So I guess to jump right into it, the
Yeah.
Pasted Text post used this phrase. They said, lose focus on your goals. And what I thought was so interesting about that is that, entrepreneurship requires such laser focus. You have to really be in the zone to get stuff done.
Absolutely.
So how does abuse actually chip away at that?
Well, I think it can be a very gradual erosion of self-worth. If you're constantly being told that your ideas are worthless or that you are incapable or destined to fail. Those tactics can really plant seeds of doubt that make it incredibly hard to maintain that belief in yourself.
Right.
That is so crucial for entrepreneurial success.
Yeah, it's like having a voice in your head,
Mm.
constantly whispering, you can't do this.
Oh, totally.
But it's a voice that sounds a lot like someone who's supposed to love and support you, which
Yeah.
makes it even more insidious.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's not always just harsh words either. It can be things like gaslighting, where someone is distorting reality to make you question your sanity.
Oh, wow.
And that can be so damaging for an entrepreneur. They might doubt their market research, second guess every decision, or constantly be seeking validation from the abuser instead of trusting their gut.
That is so messed up. So then even something like, analyzing data
hmm
or making a sales call, which are like very practical parts of running a business,
Right.
become tied up in this web of self-doubt and manipulation.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. So for someone listening who maybe is in this situation
Yeah.
or knows someone who is, what are some signs that business struggles might actually be stemming from something deeper?
Well, one thing to look out for is extreme self-criticism.
Okay.
That goes beyond kind of those normal entrepreneurial doubts. Maybe they're constantly apologizing, downplaying their achievements, or avoiding opportunities out of this deep fear of failure that's been ingrained by the abuser.
So it's like the I'm bad at marketing or I can't seem to get organized
Heh.
could be masking a much deeper struggle.
Exactly. Yeah. And you might also see a pattern of decision making that's more about pleasing the abuser than what's best for the business.
Wow.
It's almost like their entrepreneurial spirit is being held hostage in a way.
Oh, that's a really good way to put it.
Yeah.
So what's the first step for someone who recognizes themselves in these descriptions?
Well, it takes a lot of courage, but reaching out to someone you trust is crucial. That could be a friend,
Mm-hmm.
a family member, a therapist. Just acknowledging the situation can be incredibly empowering.
Yeah, it's about reclaiming that agency, which is something that abuse tries to strip away.
Absolutely.
It's fascinating to me that some people do manage to escape these situations
hmm
and go on to build thriving businesses.
hmm
So how do they overcome the hurdles created by abuse?
Well, resilience is a powerful force. It's about rebuilding self-esteem,
Okay.
brick by brick. You can think of it like learning to walk again after an injury. It takes time, effort, and the right support. And therapy can play a really vital role in this process, helping people to unlearn the negative self-talk and the limiting beliefs that abuse has ingrained.
So they have to dismantle the mental prison that the abuse created
Yeah.
and build a new foundation for their dreams.
Exactly. And that's where community comes in, connecting with other entrepreneurs, finding mentors. Joining supportive online groups can provide that sense of belonging and encouragement. That reminds them they're not alone and that they are capable of achieving great things.
It's a good reminder that even though abuse can leave deep scars, it doesn't have to define your future. So thank you for helping us kind of navigate this complex and often hidden aspect of entrepreneurship.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
I think as we wrap up here, it makes me think about how starting a business takes incredible courage and resilience, which are qualities that are severely tested by abuse. So I would say if anything in this conversation resonated with you, take some time to reflect on how it might apply to your own life or someone you know. Because sometimes the greatest obstacle to success isn't the market or the competition, but the unseen battles fought within. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive. We'll see you next time.